Alright everybody, well today we're going to take y'all around with us as we feed these animals. Basically goat feed. We have this big, huge bin because we have a lot of goats that we feed them out of. We filling it all the way up? Okay. Anyway, this is actually horse feed, but it's sweet feed, just like every other animal on the face of the earth eats. Goats, cows, horses, whatnot. And the goats really like, as Zach called it, the tiddly bits that are in there. That would be the corn and whatnot, like this. Anyway, we're gonna walk out there and feed the goats first, I guess. I'm sure y'all can hear them in the background hollering. Because we got a late start today. Because listen to my left plays on the football team, and they had a second round of state playoffs last night in Union Parish, which is up north from us. And when I say up north, I mean like 2 hours north of us. So game didn't end till like 9:15. We left there and drove back home and had to pick him up from the school. Unfortunately, they didn't win. They're done. You can hear all the babies hollering. Back up, Big Gomer. Can't get the gate open. So, as you can see, all the goats are still here. This one's supposed to be leaving. He's supposed to be leaving. But here we are. Still with him. But we're feeding them. This side is a calm side. They don't act all crazy. Really? Mainly because I guess it's just 3 of them in here. And there's 2 feed bowls on this side, so they don't get all crazy and beating and banging and knocking and slamming. Whereas you see these run along the fence, they're not so patiently waiting on their feed this morning. But we're late on it this morning, so they're acting a fool. As soon as I came outside to drink my coffee this morning, they were screaming at me on the front porch. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but we only got 3 babies left in here. 1 white one and 2 of these. The white one was a set of twins, and the other 2 colorful ones was a set of triplets. But, well, I guess we had some complications and 2 of them didn't make it. So we ended up with 3 babies. Stop fighting. My God. Come on, to the feed bowls. To the feed bowls. Hey, little fella. Hey, little girl. Hey, little fella. Little mama. Cow goat. Gray goat. Big mama. Alright, ain't no need fighting. Everybody fighting over 1 bowl. There's 2 more other bowls about to get filled up. Why don't you move out and away from that fence a little bit, Zach, where they can kind of get around it, yeah. Now, these little dudes are doing exceptionally well. This one was wild as fire when we first, well, I was about to say when we first got them, but I guess we didn't get them. They was born here. But now, as you can see, he's just calm and cool. Lets you rub all over him. Oh, hush. So, this is a boy right here. Really? This is a boy right here. This is a boy right here. And the white one that's left right over there is a girl. So, that's what we got left. We originally had 3 boys and 2 girls. Now we got 2 boys and 1 girl. But she's pregnant. So Anyway, as you can see in here, the grass is getting thin. It's about time to start feeding hay because, well, it's winter time. Last night when we was at that football game, it was, I think, 38 degrees while we was at that football game, so it was cold, sitting in the stands. I don't think they had a problem on the sidelines, the football team, but the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and just Gina Giant fans, they was cold in the stands. So that's phase one. I guess we'll hit what's on the next? Rabbits. So yesterday I filled up all the feed bins, made my trip to the feed store, spent an obscene amount of money at the feed store to get feed to feed all these animals for the next couple, 2-3 weeks. And well, everything's full, so we don't have a problem with feeding animals. We don't never run short on feed hardly. We get a little low every now and then. I think yesterday we was just about out of rabbit food, but nonetheless, the people at the feed store love us because we come in there and buy a lot of feed pretty often. So next, get back up here. We're gonna fill up the rabbits. I guess I'll go ahead and take this for the chickens. Huh?
Yeah, that's what.
Rabbit feed is just rabbit feed. You know, pelletized alfalfa and Timothy hay and things like that, all up in there. Or chicken feed and chicken feed. This is it's 5-grain hen scratch and laying pellets. I was mixing it 50-50, 50% laying pellets, 50% scratch grain, but I noticed they was eating the scratch way more than the laying pellets, so I have since opted to do it a little different. You probably ain't gonna need that much rabbit feed, but it don't hurt to have too much, I guess.
You'd be surprised at the amounts that me and Zoe take on there every day.
Now, down in the, I know this seems like a lot of chicken feed. First of all, there's 80 chickens down there, but I'll take that scoop with me. Anyway, so we started mixing this, two bags of scratch grain to 1 bag of layer pellets. That way, well, I guess I got more to eat. And we got a big feeder out there that I need to fill up. That's why I put so much in here. It'll take more than this to fill it up, but right now, let's get out here to these rabbits. See what's up with the rabbits this morning. I can tell you now, cage number 5 or 4 is, she ain't never got no food left. She slings it out on the ground. So we use, I know y'all seen this in other videos. We didn't cut the cages to put these in there, and I guess I really need to. But we're finna build some bigger cages for these because that's a pretty small area. But we use, hey, no, back up. Back up. Back up. You're not getting out of the cage. There you go. So, anyway, we use them style feeders. They're supposed to be through cage feeders where you don't have to actually open the cage, but after I got these cages in, I didn't really like the size of them for the size rabbits that we have. So, we opted to, I'm going to build some cages that are bigger than this, probably 36 by 36 to give them a lot more room to run around in. Now, I had a video on breeding these rabbits, and I bred this big gray rabbit right here. And I attempted to breed this rabbit, and I bred the white rabbit on the end. I attempted to breed that one, and I bred them 2 lops right there and things like that. So I've since bred her, and I bred the other lot in the other cage. And that's one thing else I got to do here for too long, is I got to hang a couple more cages, because I need to separate them 2 female lots into a different cage. They all look pretty good on water, really. But we use these, well, we got 2 different kinds of waters. We use these until we expanded, and when we expanded and got more rabbits, we didn't have enough waters, so we have several of these little bottle waters. That one's empty. That one's almost empty. So we ended up putting those on there, and we do still have a couple of chickens that are out roaming around somewhere. I don't see them this morning yet, but while Zach finishes feeding rabbits, I'm gonna go out here to these chickens and see if I can't get them fed. Oh, there's the 2 out. That little tiny one, that sucker flies in and out. Oh, I know. You all like y'all ain't been fed forever. Yeah. And that's just to calm them down so I can go in there and actually fill the dang feeder up. I don't know why they feel as though they have to just bum rush the gate. Well, they do that pretty much every time we come out here. Okay, we hear you. Oh, Lord, have mercy. That's a feather. So, you can hear the geese. They like to make some racket then. And, oh God, it's feathers in there. A lot of them are going through molting right now. So it's, there you go, look. In the feeder. Now this feeder I built 4 years ago, I think is how long ago it's been since I built it. And as you can see, I built it so they can get on excuse me, built it so that they could get on both sides, access both sides of it, and built it so that it was far enough away from the edge of the pen where they could get to both sides of it. And originally we didn't have this this run around it. All we had was just some chickens inside this inside that room part of it. That's the reason why it was set up this way. It was where I'm standing at was originally like the yard, I guess you could say, and that allowed us to come out here and feed animals and never have to actually go inside the coop unless we just needed to. I'm gonna sit y'all there and let y'all watch them eat for a second. We hear you. So, you hear them loud geese. They, whew, Lord, they loud. I like to make some racket them. Let me get this door back open. We ain't getting no eggs right now. Like I said, a lot of them are molting. That's why there's a ton of feathers everywhere. And it's been really cold. So, I get this bucket. More water. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alright. So, anyway. Zach's still over here messing with rabbits. Chickens are fighting. Zach. So.
I ran out of rabbit feed.
Really?
I didn't even finish that side yet.
That's wrong. Alright, well.
Yeah, all these things feed.
Okay. Well, I'm finna turn that water on, go into that trough out yonder. So we I don't know if you can see it on the video. We got a water trough out here in the chicken was roosted up right here. I was just checking, making sure she ain't laying no eggs right there. We got this trough inside that pen. You see the water's just nasty in there because, well, there's ducks and geese in there, and they're nasty animals. They're very, very nasty animals. And then the chickens, I mean the chickens are too. They get in there and dirt bathe, and then they jump over in the water, and you know, things like that. So yeah, they make a mess. It's nasty. But I'm sure that sun's probably shining right on that camera. But either way, so I got that water hose run out here where I can just turn it on and fill it up. And it helps with not having to fill this big water up quite as often. When we keep it full, we fill it up every day. But they 80 chickens drink a lot of water. So anyway, I'm gonna stop this for a second whenever we go on to checking on the quail and stuff in a minute. I'll pick this back up. Alright, so another thing we do back here, even though we ain't getting no eggs. Hey Zach, bring me a scoop please.
A what?
A scoop. Here's of course, as you can see, this gets nasty because we got more chickens than we got roosting area. So they roost up in the nesting box. So we periodically, you can see we got fresh hay right here. So every couple of days we come in here, scoop this out, just throw it in the floor in there, let it decompose in there, and it breaks down. It gives them a good thick bedding, and they all get up in there, and it keeps them warm during these frigid nights. What you got left?
Chicken and quail, and the meat chicken.
Okay. Okay. There you go, chickens.
Can you do that now?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, can you go inside there and get that hay off of roofing pole? So all we do is we take this feeder scoop, and as you can see, this stuff just gets compressed down in there. We just roll it out in there. Kind of clean up all the nastiness. So what I do is about every 2 days, you can't really tell it, but I'll leave the old in there and just put a layer of new on top of it, and then that suffices for the for a couple of days, you know. And then it's simple as just throwing a little bit of new hay down in there. They'll get in there and scratch it around and move it around and all that good stuff. Even though they get in there and nest up, but they don't lay us no eggs. It was cold. So Zach's chasing the chickens around and I didn't know what was going on in there. So that's about it, really. We gotta go take care of the couple of chicks that we have, 10 or so chicks that we have right now. Got a flock of chickens. Look, there's the biggest chicken coming out of there. You, Gomer. So we you know, I was trying to think. No, I got them. That's right. We had 4 little ones that had got out, but I caught them over by that pile of mess. So now we only got 1 chicken out. I managed to catch 1. So we got 1 left out, a Dominique that is still out. But we got some quails to feed. And we have some meat chickens to feed. I'm not going to take in the meat chicken things. It's almost processing time for the meat chickens. But we do have some quails. They got water. So all you have to do is fill their feeder up. So if you just want to get a scoop of feed. Then we got some baby chicks in here. Well, get a good bit of feed. We got to feed them chicks. Oh, up in here. Hey. Some water. So, I got the feeder out. Look, I got the feeder out of the chick thing. Sitting right here. They gotta fill their water up. So I built this watering system. Oh, I see. And we had the way I had built this watering system. Hey. Come on now, go down in. I know y'all think I got feed, but I ain't got no feed. Here, I'm trying to keep them in there. I had built this little, go down in, go down in. Go. I built this little watering system. I'm fighting with these quail to keep them in that cage. And I put these little white deals, red deals on here that they can peck and the water comes out on that little tray. But this one right here broke and all the water ran out. But I have, let me go ahead and take this one out. I'll go to the shop here in a little bit and get a new one. But it's normally got a little stainless steel piece right there in that little middle hole. And that's what they picked to get the water, but that one broke. So I'm gonna have to get a new one and put in there. Once I do that, we can go back to using our big watering system. So yeah, he got the quail fed and they're down there eating, happy. They got water. And he's feeding these little chicks over here, which are getting big, and that light has failed. Actually, I don't even know if they need that light. Let's set that out there. Hey, can you unplug that, please? But as you can see, it's a mix of chicks in there. And like this is barnyard mix. See, like this is a barred rock and a barred rock. And the rest of them are just mixed. So anyway, we gotta get them some water put in here, and that'll be about it. I got the water out already. It's on the Ranger. So anyway, that's hey, did you feed them locks right here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I didn't see you doing it. So anyway, that concludes our animal feeding chores for the morning. It takes about an hour to feed everything and check on everything really good, you know. Next little project we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving, I'm not real sure yet. I'm going to be moving some stuff around underneath here to accommodate a couple of more big cages, because I'm going to take one of these lops out of here and put her in her own cage. And then we're also going to be moving this female. No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at my book. I think it's that female and this female. Yeah. They'll be moved because let's see, what is it? The day after Thanksgiving, they're due to have birth. So we have these other bigger cages right here that can accommodate a nesting box and things like that, especially being that I built a gigantic nesting box, 2 gigantic nesting boxes. So these will be able to accommodate those big nesting boxes, and we're going to move those. That way they have a big pen to have them babies in. They got room to move around with them babies and things. Now this one in here, this little light brown one, is the one that's bred in here. That'll be due the day after Thanksgiving. We'll put a small box in there for her, or if a big box won't fit in one of these other cages, and I'll put her into one of those and put a big box in that cage and put one of them big females in there. One way or another, either way, we'll get it figured out. We'll get them moved around to where they need to be and where they're comfortable, and they can have the babies and have plenty of room to raise the babies up to, you know, 4 or 5 weeks old, and then they'll be sold off. And anyway, we hope y'all enjoyed this video of us just walking around feeding animals and just talking a little bit about different things and whatnot. But if y'all are new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you're new to Facebook, hit that follow button. We appreciate everybody's support. We appreciate everybody's feedback, and we will see y'all on the next one.